Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Hi guys, this is latestly.com and I'm Rajat Tripathi. I'm going to be talking to the stars of The Sky is Pink. Thank you Farhan and Rohit for talking to us. Okay, the title of the film is based on the philosophy that you need to paint your sky the color you want and not listen to anybody else. What was the one time in your life when you painted the sky your color, the color you wanted, and when the entire world was saying it's blue?
That's a very interesting question. I think everybody, it's difficult to pick one such moment, but I think we've all made choices in our lives where it's not always been with the agreement or with the blessings of everybody else. When it does pay off, you do feel vindicated, on some level for having made the right choice. I do feel like, for example, there was a point when I was doing the rounds of casting for Dil Chahta Hai, that an actor that I had met at that time had told me, I love the script, but I don't know if you can direct it, so why don't you just give me the script and let me produce it and make it myself. And I really dug my heels in and I said, there's no chance I'm going to give this script up, because if anybody's going to make it, it's going to be me. And I feel that if I had not done that, if I had just given that script away, it would have been a very different career, I guess, that I would have had.
Thank you, God. You?
I think for me, that one moment has been that I decided to quit studying and pursue acting. Most of the people actually, including some of the people from my family, had told me to not. But I believed in that. And I'm very happy for what the journey has been so far. I do understand that some people think that education is important. I do not necessarily agree with that. That was the one moment.
So my colleague was watching The Sky is Pink at TIFF recently, and we did publish a review. And so he said the entire screen, all the people in the screen were crying. And the lady sitting next to him, she was a Canadian woman, and she told him, they never met, this was the first time they were meeting, and she told him, we have watched something extraordinary today.
Oh wow, that is wonderful.
Yeah. So
thank you for sharing that, how nice.
Yeah. Have you had any such reactions? What was your experience when you attended TIFF?
I must say that when I went there, I didn't know what to expect. I did know that there's a very discerning audience that comes to watch films at TIFF. It's a very respected film festival. People who are truly lovers of movies and of cinema, come and attend the festival. We were having a premiere at one of the most prestigious halls, the Roy Thompson Hall. There were going to be 2,000 people there. So there was a bit of anxiety, a bit of nervousness as to how it's going to be received. I hadn't even seen the complete film myself. I'd only seen it in bits and pieces while I was dubbing it. So it was also a first-time experience for me to watch the film along with these people who were watching it there. And then finally to see them applaud the film the way they did at the end of the film, when they gave us this incredibly overwhelming, this love that they showed us by clapping for almost 10 to 15 minutes. It's by far one of the most amazing reviews that you can get for a film, because you don't need words. I mean, just that love said it all. Yeah.
So this question is for you. You are working with stalwarts like Farhan Akhtar and Priyanka Chopra in the movie. Unfortunately, that leaves little room for you to work, and you might have to put in extra efforts. Is that the fear?
I'm sorry, did you say that it leaves
because
little
the ground has
room
already been covered by Priyanka and Farhan, I would say.
What has been covered?
The ground has already been covered by Priyanka and Farhan. In my opinion, this is just a personal opinion, if I was an actor. So is this the thing, or is it just my daft pessimism that is making me ask this question?
It's actually not that. I would agree with you that I went in with the same idea. But what I didn't understand earlier, and what most of the people don't understand, is that these actors are stars and they've reached where they have because of how they are on set. And I think it's them, how special they make the other actors feel. And it never comes to the point where you think that they are carrying the shoulders they are carrying the film on their shoulders, because they make you feel as important. And I feel it's my ignorance if I think that I didn't have responsibilities towards the film, because I did. It's been a great experience working with them, because they not just took care of me, they not just looked out for me, but they also made sure that my performance was enhanced because they were so brilliant. So it was a great experience.
Somewhere I was right.
Yeah, you're right as to how we approach, but you're wrong because that's not true.
Yeah. So Priyanka and Sonali have already talked about what they've learned from the film. Is there takeaway you had from The Sky is Pink?
My takeaway was that, I have a different perspective on life and death now. And I'm very, very grateful for the experience because, death is something that we've always been very uncomfortable about talking about. And that has changed. And it's a huge takeaway for me.
Well, I mean, I'm taking away, firstly, an incredible working experience on the film. I'm taking away having spent a year of my life on working on an incredible story about incredible people whose experiences, whose journey will always stay with me, will always teach me about how to deal with things in life, and will also did teach me about, in the face of any obstacle, in the face of any hurdle in life, to remain positive, to be optimistic, and to deal with it with love, with dignity, and with grace. So those are the things I'll take away.
You had a string of successes lately: KGF, Gully Boy, Mirzapur, Inside Edge, and Made in Heaven. Is there a formula for success that you have cracked?
No, there isn't a formula for success. The only formula that you can work on and that you should have is to work as hard as you possibly can, and you will at times succeed and you will at times fail. That's a part of what we do. But there is no formula. If anybody tells you they have a formula, they're lying, because otherwise everyone would go through a career with absolutely no blemish on their record whatsoever. So the thing is to just we can keep trying to push the envelope, we can keep trying to put out content that could be exciting in our understanding of the mood of the people, that we can keep doing that. And when it works, it's a great feeling. When it doesn't, of course it depresses you, but at the same time you have to pick yourself up and keep moving.
You're soon going to have to start campaigning for Gully Boy at the Oscars. Are you excited for this?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. This is a great opportunity that's been handed to us by the Film Federation of India. I'm very thankful to them. We have a lot of work ahead of us to try and make it into those final 5 or 6 nominations that will be announced in January. But there is a blueprint now made out as to what all needs to be done, and we shall approach it with all guns blazing.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Rohit, what's next for you after The Sky is Pink?
So I'm actually working on Anurag Basu's next film. It's called Ludo, and it's an ensemble. So it has 4 stories, and I'm a part of one of the stories.
Okay, that's cool. That would be all. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.